All right, let's dive right into this. Today, we're unpacking a truly fascinating text, the final chapter, the epilogue, of our profound journey with the cosmic guide Zoran. We're looking at the dragon's farewell. But keeping the source material in mind, we aren't really looking at an ending today. Rather, we are looking at the opening of your next chapter. This whole text is all about transition, integration, and what actually happens when the teachings you've been studying finally become a permanent part of who you are.
The text makes this incredibly striking claim right out of the gate. Not a dramatic finale, just a breath. It tells us that every single journey ends the exact same way it begins. Not with some thunderous revelation or a massive cosmic explosion of meaning, but simply with a breath. It's such a grounding concept, isn't it? When we think of concluding a massive chapter in our lives or finishing a profound course of study, we kind of expect fireworks. But the source grounds us right back in the most fundamental human action. Section 1. The breath of transition, moving from ending to beginning.
So the source material explicitly notes that breath is not an ending at all. It is a transition. It's literally the ultimate vehicle for shifting us seamlessly from one state of being to another. The text breaks the cycle down into 3 distinct phases. Step 1 is the inhale. This is the spark, the very beginning of the journey where you take everything in. Step 2 is the exhale, the completion of the work, the big release. And finally, step 3 is the stillness, that profound quiet that follows the exhale. Think of it like crushing a heavy workout. The real muscle growth doesn't actually happen while you're lifting the weights, right? It happens in the stillness of your recovery. That stillness is where the actual integration hits, is where the things you've learned finally settle into your mind and body.
Moving right along to Section 2, the dragon steps back, dissolving the teacher.
This is the exact moment where Zoran, the cosmic guide who has been walking beside you, completely changes his dynamic with you. The wisdom moves from being an external guide that you just listen to an internal truth that you inherently possess. Zoran folds his wings, steps back, and says, and I absolutely love this, I do not leave you, I dissolve into you. He explains that he has walked far enough by your side, and now he walks with you in your very bones. His voice becomes softer, not because he's further away, but because he is now completely integrated into you. This is the way of dragons. The source makes it beautifully clear that the ultimate goal of a true teacher is not to stick around forever, just holding your hand. The teacher doesn't vanish into nothingness. Instead, the teachings become an inseparable part of who you are. The external mentor dissolves so that the internal master can finally awaken. Which brings us to Section 3, embodying the lessons, the transformation. Let's actually look at this stark difference between where you started on page 1 and where you stand right now. Before, you were a reader, seeking understanding, looking for balance, and playing the role of the student meeting Zoran. But after this journey, oh man, you are a traveler. You aren't just seeking clarity anymore, you are embodying it. You aren't looking for balance, you are becoming the balance. You are no longer passively seeking or reading along. You have become the witness, and ultimately, you have become the dragon itself. And this profound transformation applies to the tools you've learned as well. Take the ledger. According to the text, the ledger is no longer a method or some technique you have to actively practice. It has evolved. It is now simply your way of seeing the world. It's that intrinsic lens through which you naturally interpret reality. Same thing goes for the Tao. It isn't some mysterious, distant philosophy that you have to study in a dusty, heavy book anymore. No more late-night cramming, thankfully. It is simply your way of breathing. Just as destiny is no longer a mysterious force happening to you, but your natural way of moving through the world. The concepts have left the page and completely entered your bloodstream. All right, Section 4, the dragon's sight, what you carry forward. So, as you embody these profound teachings, we really need to look at the specific toolkit you are taking with you into the ordinary world. The source provides a pretty powerful inventory. You carry forward the ledger and the Tao, the breath and the balance, clarity, courage, destiny, and the dragon. You take all of these profound elements forward. But summarizing all of this, the text says you carry forward one unifying thing, and it calls it the dragon's sight. And what exactly is the dragon's sight? Well, it grants you the highly practical ability to find the hidden gift wrapped up inside pain, to see the hidden symmetry buried inside what looks like pure chaos. It allows you to recognize the perfect hidden timing inside those super frustrating detours, in the hidden destiny tucked away inside a crisis. Ultimately, it's the ability to see the hidden truth inside your own heart. We're not just talking about abstract philosophy here.
This is a practical, everyday superpower to navigate life's inevitable challenges.
This leads us right to Zoran's beautiful parting blessing. His wings shimmer with cosmic dust, and he says, "I bless your path, not with protection, but with perception." This is such an absolutely critical distinction in the text. Zoran reminds us that true power isn't about being shielded from the world's hardships. Honestly, a perfectly protected life is a fragile one. True power is having the clarity, the perception, and the sheer bravery to see those hardships for what they really are, and to navigate them using the dragon's sight.
Finally, Section 5, your next chapter begins, the final breath. You see, closing the book isn't the end. The ledger continues. Your personal journey continues. It is simply a turning of the page. And just before the teacher completely steps back into the stars, he leaves us with this incredible reassurance. Dragons hear breath. Dragons answer breath. Dragons return through breath until you call again. It's a powerful reminder from the author that you are never, ever truly alone on this path. The wisdom you've gained, that cosmic perspective, is always available to you. It is quite literally just one mindful breath away. So as we wrap up our explainer today, the text turns the spotlight entirely back onto you. How will you step into the stillness of your next chapter? The inhale started the journey, the exhale completed it, and now you are in the stillness. Before you step back into the hustle of your day, the source material asks for a moment of reflection on what you are truly taking with you. To help you do that, the text provides the epilogue inquiry, these 5 crucial questions. What part of me has awakened? What balance have I become? What truth do I now carry? What destiny do I now walk? And what breath begins my next chapter? These 5 questions are designed to be the 17th entries in your personal Dragon's Ledger. I highly encourage you to write these down and really sit with them for a minute. Because the true test of this entire text isn't just whether you understood the words, it's what you do the very second this explainer ends. You've taken the inhale, you've completed the exhale. Now, what are you going to do with the stillness?